Welcome
And
back, everybody, to the 7th episode of Two Guys and a Six Pack. Your host here, Nick Seger,
and
we got
Shelby
Shelby.
Ballard. What's up, guys?
We're gonna dive right into this because I'm currently on my 7 days off. Buddy here is
Not
that
on
way.
his 7 days off.
But
He don't get 7 days off.
yeah, he's got a big work week, and it's already late for him. So we're gonna dive right into this and talk about the first thing on my mind, which would be the Indianapolis Colts. Fell down to a 23-0 hole, but Anthony Richardson threw the team on his back, and we climbed back and took it to OT. We did, unfortunately, lose to OT, but, I mean, overall, Stafford is probably the toughest son of a bitch in the NFL. I mean, would you disagree to that?
No, I don't think I could disagree with that.
I mean, everybody knows him from his highlight video where he completely dislocates his shoulder and just gets it popped back in and goes back in, throws a game-winning touchdown, pops it back out of play. This game, from like halfway through the third quarter on, dude was dealing with a hip that he couldn't even put weight on. He was limping all over the field. It was something incredible, and he pulls it out. Stafford goes 27 for 40, 319 yards, a touchdown, interception. Kyren Williams followed up with 25 rush attempts, 103 yards, 2 DDs, and Puka Nacua does what Puka Nacua does. He fucking catches passes. 9 receptions for 163 yards and 1 touchdown, the game winner.
Are we ever going to see Cooper Kupp play again?
I don't think you need him. Puka Nacua is a fucking Hawaiian version of him.
But it would be nice to have Cooper Kupp out there when he's out there.
Yeah, he so what I thought is he got put on the PUP list too. It's the same timetable as JT is what I thought. So I guess it's time to start looking to see if he's coming back soon or what. Because I haven't heard nothing.
Speaking of the AFC South, that the Jags and Falcons had a really good game in London over the weekend too.
It was
kind of had my doubts about Calvin Ridley coming back into the league, but he still got it, and he gave it to his old team Sunday.
He did.
Fun to watch.
Really that's one thing That was one thing I wanted to talk about is, like, I think Desmond Ridder needs to be benched for Taylor Heineke.
I would agree with that. I like Taylor Heineke quite a bit, but they seem really.
He did nothing. He did nothing but ball out with the Commanders last year.
And it's not like the Falcons don't have weapons.
Yeah, they have them.
Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, and Cordell.
Yeah.
Decent O-line, too.
I don't hear his name.
They got Bijan Robinson.
That's true.
Which I don't think he's the number one running back coming out of this draft class. I mean, draft-wise, yes, but as far as productivity, I don't think so. I would have to give my hat to somebody else.
Who?
Yeah, Davon Ashane on the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah. Productivity-wise, but he's just in a fucking track star on that team, like, and it's incredible.
The whole team is just fast.
That's crazy. They've sure got to put to him by the Bills. Oh, Daniel Jones throws another interception. Take it back. Take it back to the house. Take it. Keep running. Damn it.
I don't want to keep hearing Jones throws an interception. I heard that too much Sunday. 2 interceptions.
Oh, that was.
And one of those picks.
That was just a. Like we moved from the Monday Night Football game like straight into the Patriots game and just silky smooth. That was great. I like that. Let's talk about it.
That was the worst loss we've ever taken under Bill Belichick. The worst.
3 points.
Was it 38-3?
Yeah. I mean, Mac Jones, he did score twice.
Yeah. He scored more touchdowns. He scored more points for the Cowboys than Dak Prescott. It's just sad. And I don't even know where the problems really start. The pick six he threw he threw it across his body. He stared that receiver down, and it's just like, Mac, you can't do that. Mac, you're supposed to be the smart football IQ guy, and you look like Zach Wilson out there.
No. Did you see Zach Wilson Sunday?
Because Mama Kelsey was in the stands. And
exactly. He was not Zach Wilson. He was Zach Milson that game. Walker, go! Oh, you fat fucker.
It's like the only real big good thing from this past Sunday that I can really talk about is Kyle Duggar. If we don't re-sign him, that might be the nail in the coffin for me for a bit. I was watching.
So we talked a little bit after. We talked a little bit after that game, and you was thinking that this possibly could be Bill's last season.
It's not. I just think it's an age thing. He's been doing this stuff for almost 50 years. And in a way, like, maybe it is time to move on. I don't know.
Who'd you guys go
it's hard
for?
to say. You don't want to see him go. I don't think no Patriot fan out there they're ready for Bill to retire because it's Bill Belichick. He will always go down in history as one of the most winning coaches of all time, but he's also been doing this stuff for 50 years.
True.
49.
He's also the losingest coach.
I don't know which record he's going to break first. It's not looking good. I was ecstatic week 1. That was a hard loss against the Eagles, but it was competitive. Week 2, same thing. Like, first half was bad. They come back in the second. And guys, I didn't do the research on this. If someone would be willing to and get back to me in the comment section below, I would really appreciate it. But I don't think there's ever been a single game with Mac Jones as quarterback where we go down 2 scores and come back and win. I cannot think of a single game. Even a 10-point lead.
I don't know.
I don't think we've ever come back from that. And that's been the problem with Mac Jones ever since he was drafted. We're not built to play from behind anymore. But that's just kind of how the system works.
You guys I guess. They're there. Your defense is there.
Do what?
I said your guys' defense is there.
Yeah, the defense has always been
about it.
Right now, injuries are starting to pile up. Matthew Judon has a bicep injury.
Yeah.
Don't know if he's going to be out, how long he's going to be out. Christian Gonzalez, the stud corner that we just drafted, same thing. Like, he got injured. So that's 2 pretty big points on the defense right there. Those 2 go down. I don't know what's going to happen. Jack Jones is supposed to be coming back. I hear that Tyquan Thornton might be starting to make his return. Who knows? Maybe Thornton's just the missing piece. I mean, he's the missing piece on our Madden League right now. So The Madden franchise that me and Nick have been playing, Tyquan Thornton got injured like in preseason, and we're in week 4. He's all the way hurt up to like week 8. It's been rough.
Yeah,
that's like my guy.
Not on there no more.
And another thing, Demario Douglas. I talked about this last episode. Dude balls out in the first and second half, or just the first quarter, and then you don't see him again. And it's like, why? Let the guy play. Last week, it was more of like he fumbled the ball, and I feel like he was put in the doghouse. It didn't happen this week, so like, why is he still getting limited reps when he's probably our best receiver? I don't know. Like, just some of these decisions are not making any sense.
Who do you guys have next?
The Saints. I think.
Winnable.
I don't see it happening. I'm not very optimistic after that Cowboys game.
Damn.
That was a hard one. It was a hard one to watch. I'm not very often am I one to ever turn off a Patriots game. That was one I turned off. And then I turned it back on, like right at the start of the fourth quarter. I saw Zappy was in. I was like, "Oh, cool. We've really given up. That's cool. I'm done. I'm done for the day."
Yeah. Hey, Bill said that Mac's still your starter.
Yeah, but I'm not supposed to be excited about that. I want Malik Cunningham. He's the one I really want, but he's on the practice squad.
Pretty much now that, I mean, defenses are so good that you almost need somebody that can really scramble.
Yeah, you do. Like, that was the big problem watching Mac. He tries to run out of the pocket, but I kind of hold my breath anytime he throws the ball anymore.
Like Joe Burrow, he can't move like hardly at all, and he's getting fucking killed back there right now.
Yeah, he is. Like, people say the Bengals suck. Like, kind of feel like this happened last season too. They had a kind of a slow start, but they started building momentum mid-season. I look for that to happen. They're figuring stuff out too.
They look a lot worse than they did last year.
Maybe they are taking a step back.
All right. Well, I'm going to hop in to injury report. I mean, you touched in on Judon and Christian Gonzalez. I'm going to touch in on who the Colts lost. Kwity Paye, fourth quarter, was having symptoms of concussion, so he is currently in the protocol. Probably won't have him Sunday. Alec Pierce, I don't think it was reported, but he took a hit to the helmet there in the fourth quarter after his catch. It was unnecessary or unsportsmanlike conduct. He was holding his head and shaking his head. I don't think he ever got it checked out, but I wouldn't doubt it, or I wouldn't be surprised if it came up that he is in the protocol. And Dallas Flowers, I mean, the young kid has been nothing short of amazing for us. Cornerback, he was just solely punt return, kick return last year. And this year he's been our probably cornerback 2 before his Achilles. He's out for the year. But big breaking news. It's not breaking news because I already broke it on our YouTube earlier. But Jonathan motherfucking Taylor is off the physically unable to perform list and is excited to be back with his brothers in the Indianapolis Colts and is expected to be back to practice Wednesday. So the league better watch the fuck out. What do you got to say about that?
He had one really, really good year. Last year was not nearly as good. I would not be excited.
Obviously, he's hurt.
I mean, he's no Ramondre. He's no Ramondre Stevenson is what I'm getting at. And, I did draft him in our fantasy league.
You did. You did.
But I did that for other reasons.
Yeah, you traded him to me, and
I knew eventually. I knew your Colts owner was going to start thriving whenever you thought about Jonathan Taylor, so you were going to give me whatever I wanted for him. And I got what I wanted.
I'm excited. JT and Anthony Richardson in the backfield. Oh, gives me chills.
I don't know. I still don't think you're beating the Jags. Just my thought.
Shut your mouth.
Nah.
All right. Well, we touched in on the Colts. We touched in on the Patriots. We touched in on the Jags and the Sunday night early game over in London. The Ravens versus the Browns. The Ravens 28-3 on the Browns. The Browns didn't have Watson. It was kind of just a bloodbath. Nothing exciting on that game. I mean, do you have anything to say about that game? I mean, it was rather boring.
It was. Game of the week for me, though. Just go ahead and get into the next game. How about the Eagles and the Commanders?
Yeah, that was a fun Sam Howell came to play.
That was a very fun game to watch.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Washington looked good. Like, that was his rivalry game. Went all the way to overtime, just completely back and forth. And it's the Eagles, too.
Yeah, that was a good game for them. And after the Commanders absolutely dismantled the following week before that.
Yeah.
So that was a good bounce.
Who else played? What other games were on this week?
The Vikings beat the Panthers. Just shows that Frank Reich cannot play or call plays. I mean, we had Frank Reich in Indy for 3 years, I believe, maybe 4. I mean, the dude is not an offensive coordinator. He's a head coach. He's barely a head coach. He can't call plays worth of shit. Even publicly said in his post game that there at the end he called a play for Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen wasn't even in the game. He says this out loud. What the fuck?
Like
anyway, the Vikings beat the
Indy. It does things to the head.
I guess. Oh, that's sickening. The Bengals, the Bungles, basically. The Bengals fall 3-27 versus Titans. Like, what is going on with them Bengals?
Maybe the Titans are good. They're not. I don't know. Just bad O-line. They're
bad O-line.
Maybe it's just the window of opportunity for the Bengals is starting to close. I don't think it's necessarily Joe Burrow's fault.
I think it's a mixture of that O-line is terrible and Joey B's calf is not fully healed. They have rushed him out there. Yeah. He's trying to scramble. That O-line is not good, and he's basically trying to survive.
You would know a thing or two about a team rushing a quarterback back out to the field during injuries.
Yeah,
I think you know something about that. So yeah, I can see it. You have an eye for stuff like that. Poor Joe Burrow. Poor Andy.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about a game that we're going to enjoy the hell out of this because I feel like we are both on the same page in the love for this quarterback. Tampa Bay Bucks versus Saints. Bucks win 26-9. Baker Mayfield has found his home.
Good old Baker. Yeah, it makes sense with Baker's attitude and Tampa Bay. It's a good fit.
Yeah, it is.
I do like Baker. He's an asshole, but
he's not playing bad. He's playing really good. I love Baker.
Just a giant waving middle finger to the Cleveland Browns right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. God, I hope they play each other this year.
Do they?
I don't know, but I hope they do.
I'd have to look at the schedule.
And then we will talk about this next game, which kind of hits home for you because it's your division. The Dolphins versus the Bills. Dolphins fall 20-48 to the Bills. Diggs and Josh Allen hitting emojis in the end zone because fuck the Dolphins, basically. Diggs, I think, had 3 TDs that game, hitting the Stone Cold Steve Austin, spraying beer all over him. Fuck, them Bills came to play.
Yeah. I don't know. If you had to decide right now who's the better team between the two, who are you going to say and why?
Dude, that is so hard.
It is.
Because, like, the Dolphins have played good all year up until that game. And the Bills haven't played that great all year until that game. So
look at how good
that's
Tua
a
played
really
last
hard
season,
one.
despite everything that was going on.
At least we can say that Dolphins, Bills, 1-2, interchangeable. You don't have to worry about that. And then the New York Jets, and then the Patriots.
No. Right now, we're better than the Jets. We beat the Jets.
You throw a MILF into the stands, you have the next Tom Brady at quarterback and Zach Milton.
I'm just saying, if we sweep the Bills and beat the Colts this year, I'm gonna be happy. That's all I want.
Dude, I'm so ready. Dude, it is coming up. It is not that far away.
Like week 8, I think.
Yeah, so we play the Titans, Jags, Browns, Saints, and then you guys.
Okay. I'm not looking forward to it. My team might change between now and then.
Anthony Richardson and Jonathan Taylor are going to be hitting their stride. Oh, we're going to playoffs, dog. I know it. I just know it.
No, I don't see that.
We're going to the playoffs. We are going to string together at least a 5-game winning streak at some point in the season. I feel it.
We are not. Unless we turn it around pretty damn quick. All the optimism I had at the start of the season is just kind of slowly dwindling away.
You guys barely missed the playoffs last year, but there was a span of like 3 games where you guys started Bailey Zappi, and he was electric. And then Matt Jones came back in and started playing good.
It's true. The real football don't start till November?
That's true, but you can't really get into a huge hole. Not in your division.
No, right now we're 1-3, and we lost to the Dolphins. We beat the Jets. We still have to play the Bills. And I know
the Jets would have beat the Chiefs.
We have one of the toughest schedules in the damn league right now.
Yeah, that's no doubt.
It's like we got to play the Chiefs. We got to play the Bills twice. We got to play the Dolphins twice. I think we played the Chargers. Yeah, we played the AFC West. So we get to play the Broncos. We get to play the Chargers, the Raiders. Don't want to play the Raiders. Not after last year. Still don't like that play. Don't like that game either. Josh McDaniels actually looked good until tried to do our version of the Miami Miracle, and it did not work.
What did the Raiders do yesterday? Because they started Aiden Oh, wait, hold on. I have it right here. Not bad. I mean, they lost 17-24 to the Chargers. They started rookie quarterback Aiden McConnell from Purdue. So that's not bad. Is McDaniels on the hot seat?
I think he's been on the hot seat.
I could see
last
that.
season, it came out that if the Raiders wanted to fire him, but they would lose a lot of money if they fired him, so it just makes more sense to keep him around, I guess.
They're like, we suck anyways. We'll just keep him.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. They didn't suck before McDaniels. They made it to the playoffs.
Yeah. That's true.
So,
but and then we'll talk about the Broncos. We talk about the Broncos and Bears, and it completely shows. This is just me talking out of my ass. It might not have had nothing to do with the game, but the Bears were up 28-7, I believe, in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Bears looking good. Justin Fields throws for over 300 yards, like 4 touchdown passes. And then they fall to the Broncos, 31-30 or 28.
Yep.
But then it comes out after that game, if the Bears keep on the pace that they're at, they're going to have the number 1 pick in the draft and the number 2 pick in the draft. So did they lose that game on purpose?
Probably.
Because
I don't think they lose it on purpose. I think they actually are trying. I think they're just that bad. Like we're bad. We're not Bears bad.
So what is your take on Justin Fields? Do you think he's that bad?
I don't think he's bad. I just think he's on a bad team.
Exactly. That's exactly what I think too. I think he's in the wrong system and a bad team. So I pitched this to Devin earlier.
What should have happened in that draft?
I pitched this to Devin earlier.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
What I think should have happened in that draft is that we should have moved up and we should have grabbed Justin Fields, or he should have fallen to us. I think that was the original pick, and then we got Mac. I want to like Mac. I really, really do. But he's making it very hard.
On paper, you look at Mac and you're like, okay, Bill Belichick got his guy. Like, Mac Jones should be the second coming of Tom Brady. He's a smart young kid. He has all.
No one said.
I'm just on paper. He's a smart young kid. He has the tangibles. He could throw the deep ball if he needs to, but he can play the check down. He could be a game manager, and that's what Bill Belichick needs. His defense is going to win them games. Max should be able to hit his receiver enough to move the ball down the field to win games. But Mac Jones is folding under pressure is what I think.
I think you're right. I think he tries way too hard to make these big plays, especially when we get down and big. We get down big early. He tries way too much. And he usually bites him in the ass.
Yeah.
On top of that, It's just like, it's not so much they're playing defenses are playing the pass against us. It's just we're going to load up the box and we're going to make Mac beat us. And Mac just can't. Yeah. He's not Tom Brady.
Yeah. You can almost see like the game and the pressure of being a Patriot, being underneath Bill Belichick. So everybody's expecting Bill Belichick to win games. You can almost see it in Mac's face that it's just draining him. Like he knows that he should be better, but he can't.
Well, I seen a report earlier while I was at work that some rumors are starting to float out that there's a lot of almost bad blood, I guess would be the correct term. Apparently there's trouble brewing up in New England between Mac and Bill, and it's like, well, Bill, it is your team, but Mac's not doing himself any favors. And I think all that started last season and it's getting worse this season.
Bill Belichick looked really sick to his stomach on Sunday.
Well, the thing is, I think Mac is he's hard on himself. He knows the situation he's in.
Yeah.
And he wants to do good, but Bill's one of those coaches that he's gonna motherfuck anybody in the locker room. And maybe Mac takes offense to it. It's like that's part of it.
Mac's still on his rookie deal, ain't he?
Yeah. Next season will be his last year on his rookie contract.
You think Mac gets traded?
Either traded or cut. I don't look for him to be around.
I can see him trying to get something out of him.
What I want to see Malik Cunningham eventually be the starting quarterback, but that's me.
Might as well.
Like Zappy.
He was electric and
he was. So was Demario Douglas and Keyshawn Butte, but you're not seeing those guys. You're seeing Devontae Parker and Juju Smith-Schuster, and I just don't want to see those guys on the field. I want to see the young guys that are really starting to prove themselves. I want to see them get better. Demario Douglas is a stud at wide receiver. I think that's a hit in the draft, and we're not using it. And it's frustrating.
Well, I mean, you guys were even using Malik Cunningham at wide receiver, so why are we not seeing him out there at least some? Like, he's just inactive. I got the hiccup.
Well, no, Malik's on the practice squad. He's not even on the roster.
Yeah, so, yeah, healthy scratch, basically. But enough talk with the Patriots. We've let you have your bitch time about them. So let's get through these rest of the games so you can get to bed.
All right.
We touched on Bears. We touched on Commanders. Yeah, we touched on Raiders and Chargers. Only 2 more games left to touch on. And this is big. This game right here is big because everybody is saying the AFC South is the weakest division. But we're all 2-2. And every one of us has the capability of beating any team. Is C.J. Stroud the best quarterback in that draft right now? I know Anthony Richardson probably has the biggest inside, but C.J. Stroud is balling.
He is. He really is.
300 yards, no interceptions.
He looks great.
He looks really good.
Bryce Young's kind of been struggling a little bit. Anthony Richardson was hurt. He's finally coming back. Who else?
Bryce Young needs a chance because he's a big second coach. Because you know what I feel about Franklin.
Yeah. The Saints have a rookie quarterback too. I forget his name.
Aiden McConkey. Yeah. No, Saints. Did they take somebody?
They took a rookie quarterback. I think he started because Derek Carr's hurt. But I can't think of his name to save my life. No,
Derek Carr started.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think it was last weekend. Yeah, last weekend when I was up in Louisville, I was talking to a Raiders fan, and he said that, Derek Carr got hurt. And that's about as much as I knew.
He hurt his shoulder, but he did. I don't think he missed any time, but I could be 100% wrong with that. Anyway, the Texans are absolutely balling. C.J. Stroud, what's his name? They got a wide receiver too, and I can't think of his name right now, but he's balling. That Texans team's not one. I mean, they beat the Steelers 36. Steelers are struggling, but everybody thought Steelers were a playoff team. Like, Kenny Pickett's year 2, he's gonna ball out, but I mean, Texas dismantled them. And then we'll talk about the next game where, is anybody gonna beat the Niners?
No, they're on a tear right now. Them and the Eagles.
17.
I think we're gonna. I'm gonna call it right now. NFC Championship game is going to be the Eagles and Niners.
It has to be.
Could be wrong.
Then, the Niners play the Cowboys this weekend. I think the Niners kill them.
I think so too. Between
their
both
offenses,
their offense is, the Niners' offense is better than the Cowboys, and defense is kind of even.
Yeah,
between
defense is even.
Between the two of them, I want to take the Niners.
CMC has scored a touchdown in like 14 games.
Yeah. You got out of Carolina.
And then that brings me to my last thing, like fantasy. We're in our fantasy football league. I'm gonna make a post about that tomorrow in Seger's Daily Sports Talk. That's a new thing I'm trying to do. Go live every day, talk sports with y'all. But I do want to give one thing. I was in a very, very competitive match this week on fantasy against one of my good buddies, Devin, and we were neck and neck until CMC took the field, and I lost to him by 48 points, and CMC had 48 points. So CMC single-handedly beat my team.
Hey, there's a reason why he went first overall.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's how a white boy runs football.
That's how a white man runs a football. Or
yeah.
Hey,
but congrats. You got your first win this week. Oh, no, we froze up right at the end. No! Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Real quick, before we hop off here, congratulations. You did get your first win this week.
I did, finally. Second highest scoring team. Because
exactly.
I picked up Devon Shea.
I tried. You beat me on one wire. I tried. That dude's electric.
I was like, I want to take him before somebody else does. I was like, I need another running back. I didn't start David Montgomery either. So
but
I could have been the highest scoring, but apparently I didn't want to bat enough. I forgot the Lions played Thursday night, and I didn't swap them in time. Oh well.
But we're gonna hop off. My boy has a busy work schedule tomorrow, so he is gonna need to be going to bed soon. I don't want to see him croak over. We didn't talk about the Chiefs and the Jets much, but Chiefs did win 23-20. Zach Wilson played really good, but a new thing I'm doing, like I just touched on, Daily Sports Talk with Seger. That's me. I'm gonna do it live. It's gonna be in the morning. So it depends. I work day shift and night shift, so it's going to be roughly probably around 8 o'clock every morning. So if I'm working day shift, it's going to be earlier, but I can post it later. And then if I work night shift, it'll be when I get home. So I'm going to just I'll touch on a little bit of Patriot stuff. I'll touch on Colts stuff, but mainly just what's the big news going on in the NFL. And then I've just recently got on this app. It's called pristineauction.com. I don't know if anybody's heard of it, but they have daily auction and sports memorabilia stuff. And I will be bidding on stuff. So if you guys want to like, comment, share, let's get this up. We're at 37 followers now, so we're definitely trying to grow. We're trying. But if you guys want to donate anything, it would help us so much. Anything you donate will be thrown right back into our page. And I will be bidding on certain things throughout the week, and it will be given away to our viewers. So this week, I will be bidding on autographed, and I will be giving it away to one lucky viewer. So once I win the thing, once I win a auction on the jersey box, I will tell you guys what to do, and we'll start the drawing then. But that's all I got. Do you have anything, Shelby, before we hop off? He might be frozen. I think he's frozen. He is frozen. So we're going to give him like 2 seconds if he's frozen. We're going to hop off here. So that's it for today. We'll catch you guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on Daily Sports Talks with Seger. Peace out, guys.